Welcome back, Kanto crew, to another amusement video, and today is going to be kind of a homecoming of sorts, as we're going to be hosting kind of our first, for real time, a talk show, Poke Talk subject, and I've upgraded with the mic and everything like that, so I've been waiting a while to bring you guys this video, because obviously we're going to be talking about how Pokemon Company announced that Gamefreak is working on a complete main series game for the Nintendo Switch today. And with that, I have a lot of ideas on kind of what they should do with the game. And I wanted to do it last week, but I was waiting to make sure the quality of this video would just be up to the new amusement standards on this channel. And so, this idea might be kind of unpopular when you first hear it from some people. So I challenge you to stay with me from the video. Watch it till the end. And if you still disagree with me, leave a comment down below. And let's discuss as a community on kind of what our popular opinion is on what the main series game should be. Should it be a remake? Should it be something completely new? Or should they just redo Sun and Moon and then just do it on that? Like, what do you guys think they should do? What I think they should do, Kanto crew, is return to Kanto. Now, this is where I said a lot of people are going to be like, not another Gen 1. Kanto is the best region. It's always going to be the best region. Let's just do that and beat the dead horse to death. Well, not quite. And so, like I said, bear with me. One, it's going to sell a lot of Switches, which is what's important to get this kind of going again. A lot of people my age don't own a Nintendo 3DS. But I'll tell you, a lot of them bought a Wii for Smash Bros, Mario Party, and Mario Kart, and Zelda. But not all of them are going to buy Switches right when Pokemon comes out, because a lot of them haven't picked up Pokemon forever, because this series feels like it's kind of left them behind, because it's done all these other things, where Smash Bros and Mario Party and Mario Kart are pretty much just, remakes with more characters and more levels, everything like that. Now, I think if you brought back Kanto, you would recapture a lot of the magic that Pokemon Go got. You got all these millennials that were like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I remember, I know this Pokemon, I caught a Ponyta, I caught a Diglett, these are Pokemon I know, not one of those Digimon looking things. And it really was huge last summer. And if you weren't aware it was huge last summer, I don't know what you were doing. But part of that was millennials reliving their childhood. And I think a return to Kanto would really do that, and it would sell a lot of Switches, because the game's going to be on the Switch. And it's a great way for Nintendo to promote this Switch and get people hooked for Mario and, Star Fox and Zelda and everything else that's going to be coming out, while keeping them for the next Pokemon game and the next Pokemon game, because you're probably going to get 2 or 3 or possibly even 4 main series, new series games on the Switch before it's obsolete and they have a new console. So this is a way to get them to get back on the Pokemon train, because you proved that it's not lame to follow Pokemon anymore if you're older. A lot of people got into it for Pokemon Go. I think a return to Kanto would draw a lot of them back in, because they're familiar with it. They kind of know where everything is. They know the Pokemon. They'd be more comfortable picking up a Switch and playing it than they would a brand new game that they don't know the new 100-some Pokemon. They don't know the region. They don't know the past history. It would just be them kind of reliving where they were in their childhood. Now, that being said, there is that small overlap of people that picked up a game later than the 90s and maybe started with, Black and White, Diamond, Pearl, maybe, even Ruby and Sapphire, might not have played the true red, blue, yellow, green, or even leaf green and fire red. So there are the small overlap of people that have probably played it, and they're the ones that are kind of going to be most against this idea of the return to Kanto. But you got to realize there are a ton of people that have started with XY and Sun and Moon and Black and White 2 that they never actually lived Kanto. So it's not that you're necessarily retelling a story that some people have played a ton. A lot of your newer, younger fans have probably never experienced Kanto, because they don't even know what a Game Boy Advance is, and that was how you could play Fire Red and Leaf Green, which was released over 15 years ago or something ridiculous like that. So it's not that necessarily, it's kind of fallen out of favor. A lot of people that play Pokemon now have never played the Kanto journey. So it's not necessarily, just rehashing out an old idea and throwing it out there to get a little bit of coin. Now, that being said, if you want to keep people interested, including the millennials that started on it, the new people that have never started or have never played the region, and those people that are going to be against it because they kind of came in like after that region, so they never really liked it because everybody was always saying how that was the original one, and so they burnt a bridge on liking Kanto. Retell the story. Remake a new story. Don't be Red from Pallet Town, you know? Maybe be somebody else. Be green, be blue, be, somebody else. Maybe not even start in Pallet Town. Maybe start in Lavender Town or Celadon City or, somewhere else and change up the story. And I think there's a couple ideas you could do that. Like, you could have Ash be a gym leader. Finally make Ash in the Pokemon game. Have Red be the champion, or still have him on, make Mount Silver available so you can go to Mount Silver and still battle Red in the original region. Also, what you could do, have Misty. She is currently the gym leader. Misty is the gym leader, which I guess is from the original story, but you're battling Misty. And now Brock is possibly a breeder, because you're going to have to set a little bit in the future. And Brock left his gym to be a breeder, so now maybe he's running the daycare. And, Gary is an Elite Four member, or, one of the gym leaders. And, bring in the Safari Zone, and there's so much you could do from the new games that you have introduced, and plop into a brand new Kanto jersey. Set it 20 years ahead of where the previous, Red version left off, and make it a new story, just as interesting, but it's still exploring what a great region. I mean, there are so many things you could do. You could create even a couple new Pokemon. I'm not saying you have to be the 151. Make a new evolution. It's already on balance. People are ready for another Eevee. Make another Eevee. Maybe allow Togepi and, Ho-Oh. And maybe Mega Evolutions. And, I wouldn't be opposed to they left off Z moves. But if they're popular, bring in Z moves. And kind of modernize the Kanto region to what the other regions are doing. I think if you told that story in a new light with a new trainer, and Team Rocket's maybe ran by Red, bringing in another fan favorite from Silver and Gold, and he brought in Team Rocket for whatever reason, and that's part of the story, is finding out how this kid that we all know, was against Team Rocket, or other people discover that he was against Team Rocket in the older games, and now is running it, and why he's running it. And there's so many subplots you could do with a return to Kanto. Not to mention, sell a ton of games. Millennials have disposable income now, and there's nothing more they like to drop it on than tech. A Switch is like $450. This game is going to be probably $60. You're making a good $500 plus on the Nintendo Switch, and you're going to sell it to a bunch of people that will probably drop it on the dime right there when it's announced. Like, I'm pre-ordering that. It'll be a huge Facebook fad. And I just really, really like the idea of returning to Kanto. And how you could also tie this in is it's probably 3 years, 2 years away from being released, which would be about the end of the Sun and Moon cycle. So it really says it's a whole new thing. Have the anime tie into this. Ash is in Lola, which is kind of similar to Kanto. You've already getting some of the younger generation familiar with Kanto Pokemon, with the Alolan forms. So you're already kind of familiarizing them with Kanto. Put Ash in Kanto. There's no formal league in Alola, so Ash can't win a proper league. The thing we've all waited 20 plus years to see him do, he can't do in Alola. And at the end of X and Y, Ash already said he was returning to Kanto, and he did. Now we know he went on vacation with his mom and ended up in Alola, but he already returned to Kanto. How cool would it be to see Ash return to where it all started, bring the anime back, and he re-travels through Kanto? And like I said, kind of relive the game. Misty is now a gym leader. Brock is doing Brock breeding stuff. And kind of bring back some of these fan favorite characters for maybe if they decide one last hurrah. Ash finally wins a Pokemon League, and it's in Kanto. His, home. And he becomes the Pokemon League champion. And doesn't have to live in a foreign region. He gets to live right in Pallet Town. Just having Ash win one where it all started. It all just makes so much sense. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think I'm just kind of Gen 1 reminiscing and falling back on old times? Or do you think kind of some of the stuff I've said made some sense? I want to know in the comment section below. What do you like best about kind of the ideas I threw out? What do you just absolutely hate about it? And do you think a return to Kanto makes the most sense? And if you like these videos, make sure you leave it a like. I kind of want to do a couple for why they should do it in a new region, or maybe why they should do a remake of Alola, or how they're still always a remake of Diamond and Pearl. Like, I'd love to do kind of like a video on what they should do with the Nintendo Switch game until the game comes out. So if you like these, make sure you leave it a like. And then, I do owe. This video did not get the likes it was supposed to, the previous video. So I can't give out all 16 cards, but for 3 lucky people that stayed all the way till the end, take one please, Kanto crew. Here are some codes for the online trading game. Because I said if we could get 10 likes and you were a sub, I would give them out. But we didn't get 10 likes on the last video. But if you watched all the way through this, then you deserve to get some codes. And leave a comment down below because I want to know that you watched all the way through and hear your thoughts and opinions. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, Kanto crew. I got a video coming out Sunday for you guys, but until next time, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in Kanto very soon.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause.